Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog. Giving them all, dressed like $1,000,000. Diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey. Why don't you join in? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, why don't you join in with me? Come with me, help me say. I'm so great. You gotta. Turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. I know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Okay. I want to share something with you that I had to come to the realization one time. And even in the reinvention of myself right now, I've had to come to that, and I want to share it with you today. Give it to you. I want to tell you about something that a lot of people do in their life. And I want you to be aware of it. Here it is. Don't get stuck on yourself. You could be wrong, you know. I said, don't get stuck on yourself. You could be wrong, you know. The reason I'm saying this is because people have a tendency to, once they make a decision about something, or once they decide to go a certain path, they go against everything. Anything anybody says, anything anybody might do, any other ruling they may come across, they shun advice. They don't listen to counsel. They just, I made the decision. I'm going to do it anyway. Don't get stuck on yourself. You could be wrong, you know. Now, here's a surefire way to tell if you're wrong. If you don't see any movement in the direction you've chosen, if you don't see anything going right in that decision, if you feel as though you're in a rut, if the wall you're climbing seems so insurmountable that you ain't even moving an inch, and every time you turn around, you keep getting knocked back down. Don't get stuck on yourself. You know, you could be wrong, you know. See, that's why it's important for people to always be open to the reinvention of yourself. You know, you cannot be afraid to reinvent yourself. In other words, you can't be afraid to change. Change is necessary when it comes to growth. There is no growth without change. The more you know, the older you look. There is no growth without change. If you're heading in a direction and ain't nothing going right in your life, could it be the wrong direction? If you're climbing and you're making no headway, could it be the wrong direction? Could you have possibly made the wrong choice? Don't get stuck on yourself because you done made the wrong stuff. It's okay to forgive yourself. It's okay to let yourself off the hook. It's even smarter sometimes to admit that you were wrong. You ever met somebody ain't ever wrong? Have you ever met somebody you talk to, they ain't ever wrong about nothing, man? It's they way or the highway. This is my way. I know people like that, stuck on them power trips and all like that. You know what I had to learn how to do? I had to learn how to let them go on them power trips. But listen to this, though. You're not taking me on that trip, though. You're going on that trip by yourself. I'm going in the right direction. I've decided to stop the way. Okay, listen to this person. I decided to stop doing business the way I was doing business. I decided to stop to allow business being done around me the way business was being done around me. You know what? You know the best decision I made was to allow for God to have some say-so and to offer me his direction. I have found him to be a better driver than anyone else I know. I have found him to know more about the man he made than anybody else who's merely associating with me. I have found it to be a fact that my maker knows more about the vehicle he created than does anybody else. If your Chevy break, don't you take it to Chevy? You don't take your Ford when it break down to a Toyota dealership. They not going to know everything that the Ford dealership would know about the vehicle. You know why? Because they're not the maker of it. So now, why you letting your life being led, controlled, and guided by somebody other than your maker? I'm just asking you to let's all take a common sense look at this. So if going to your maker is the best way, the best decision I made in my business was take over my brand myself and to allow the maker of this brand. See, without God, I'm none of this. I'm none of this. I want you to clearly understand I ain't none of this without him. I wish I could have the guts to reach back there and pat myself on the back for what I've accomplished in my life. I wish I had the guts. I wish the nerve of me, because I know for a fact that there is no way that I could have manufactured the life that I have. I could not even have thought of it. There's no way I could have told you that this was the route I was going to take and this is the outcome because of it. I had no idea, no clue. The one thing I had, though, was an unshakable faith in God. I had I just kept believing in him. I kept believing that he had something more for me. And then when I touched base with him and asked him to show me what it is, what he had for me, ta-da, the magic show began. Because you know what he did? He took all my natural abilities that he had given to me, this gift that he gave me, that he poured into me at birth, that same gift that he poured into you at birth. The moment you go to him and let him show you that gift, and then guess what? Once he takes what he naturally put in you and put his superpowers on top of that, then you have some supernatural things going on in your life. And you may not be feeling me. I'm cool with that. But I done had some supernatural things happen to me. Every day I wake up, some supernatural, the rewards of my life, the awards of my life, the accomplishments, the how I'm working, the how I manage it all that ain't nothing but God. That ain't nothing but God. You can't even explain this schedule to people. Sometimes when people ask me, Steve, how do you do it? I go, well, this is what I manage my time. Then at the end of when I get through, I say, hey, man, you know what I need to tell y'all for real? It's God. I don't really know. But I'm letting him manage me, so he handling it. He ain't going to put no more on me than I can bear. Listen to me, y'all. Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. And remember this. Don't get stuck on yourself, because you could be wrong, you know. You absolutely could be wrong. If you don't tie this to your gift, you will be struggling the rest of your life.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people from all around the world, you are listening to the baddest morning show in the land. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Yesterday, we dedicated the show to pool shooters.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay,
people that
cool.
shoot pool.
Oh, rack 'em up, boy. That's what I did. Make a little extra money. Rack 'em
You
up.
was the rack boy?
Yeah, rack boy. Rack 'em up.
Today's show is dedicated to people that go down to the beach and pee in the water.
That's
I
how
know
you
you've
do
done it.
Yeah.
This show is for you.
Yeah.
Bathroom too far?
Yeah. You don't hear nobody struggling to find a bathroom on the beach. You ain't ever heard nobody just standing on that beach talking about, where is the restroom? Matter of fact, it ain't a porta potty down there.
In the water. In the water now.
Really?
In the water. We gon' pee in the water.
I love it.
Peeing in the water.
Peeing in the water.
Peeing in the water.
They standing out there with that smile on their face.
Yeah.
Peeing in the water.
You know what they doing just by that look on their face?
Somebody's peeing in the water.
Looking at the
And
buoy
the
whale.
water can't take all y'all's pee. What?
Don't swim in the yellow part. Don't swim in the yellow part. Don't swim in the yellow part. 'Cause someone peed in the water.
This could go platinum, I'm telling
It's
you.
gonna go platinum.
What's it called?
Peeing in the water.
I love it. Make you want to pee, don't it?
No.
I got to go now.
Warm in the water now. Warm is the water. 'Cause someone peed in the water. Someone peed in the water.
Break it down.
Someone peed in the water.
I love it.
Woo! Woo!
One
So
more
that's
verse.
who today's show is dedicated to. Shirley?
Wooing about.
Yeah.
Now, you the bourgeois one in the group. You gonna tell us you ain't never done that. Huh?
I didn't say that.
Shirley, you the bourgeois one, you ain't never done it. I walked out in the water to pee.
Yeah.
After being
Shirley tinkled in the water.
shorten that, J.
I hate you, Jay.
T-T.
It's cute, sir.
Like I've had a
Tinkle.
cigar in my mouth, walked out there just waist deep. Look
Hey,
back at
listen.
everybody drinking a pina colada.
We gotta go to break, guys.
Oh, okay. All right.
Coming up, something funny.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. Here we are, the sensitive crew that we are. Hothead crew that we are. We're all sensitive.
I'll admit to something.
What?
Okay.
I am the one on the show that likes to keep the most mess.
Oh,
going.
yeah.
Oh, by far.
Definitely.
I want to volunteer for that because
definitely.
for me it's exciting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if I see any two of y'all about to go at it, I make sure you do.
Oh, you are the head
Oh,
instigator.
this he is Big Brother
Yeah.
egg on.
Oh, yes,
egg
he
on.
is.
Big brother egg on.
So let me ask you a question, Steve. Is that healthy? Do you think that's a healthy work
Oh,
environment to be
absolutely.
that instigator?
I do. As the CEO, I think the
him.
best way for us to operate as a company successfully is to get it all out.
It helps him.
I
out.
love when the argument or whatever, the disagreement has died down.
And
And
you
then
bring-
he'll
bring it back
He's
up.
walked away,
Yeah.
thought of something, come back and get it started all over again.
He'll throw a bomb.
That's
for
you.
Sure.
Oh, ain't no doubt. Thank you. And that's what I'm here for, guys. to make sure that we have healthy relationships. You know, nobody's harboring any sentiments and ill will towards one another because we get it all out.
You want to get it
like,
off the
for
chest
example,
right now.
Come on, let's go.
I'm thinking between Junior and Jay. I think the two of them being the sickest people on the show. I think the fact that they go at one another so relentlessly, I think that's actually healthy.
Well, it makes me feel better knowing he gonna die.
Junior!
Y'all ought to stop that, man.
Junior!
What is in his name?
Now, Junior, what if you had to speak at his funeral after that? That's not good. What would you say, dog?
First of all, I'm gonna go in there and kick the casket over, see if his body disassembled. Make sure he gone.
You're not going to be sad or cry, Junior? Wait a minute.
Over who?
Jay!
He has not been a supporter since he got here.
Is this true, Jay?
It is absolutely true. He was going to have the sickle cell walk, right? And remember, they had the, I know this is
The flood.
They had the flood.
Yeah.
All I said is, well, he said, well, it's raining. We can't have the walk. I said, why can't you have the swim? And so he got really upset about that.
He should have.
Yeah. You know good
He
and well
go
we
too
don't like
far.
to get in water.
Yeah.
You know that.
But here's my thing. If I do die, I have left instructions that my funeral be cold as hell.
What you mean, Jay?
I mean, the temperature
For Junior.
it's going to be in an ice box, so he ain't even coming.
Wow, guys.
Yeah.
But this is all day. This is
every
all
day.
long.
But there's some love there.
There's some love.
Jay will hit you with a mic stand now. That's been tested and proven. I have heard that he will hit you with a mic stand.
I was with him in Memphis when he did.
Some things happen, yeah.
Sir laugh a lot.
Allegedly, Jay.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah.
No,
There's
no.
There's no film on
that
that.
in Memphis, Tennessee.
We're all very, very sensitive.
Very, very,
Very
sensitive.
sensitive. Yeah.
Now, you want to know who throw the most punches at Tommy, though?
Oh,
That's
you're looking at her.
No, that'd be Shirley.
Yes.
No, really,
Shirley
it's Shirley.
Strawberry.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Shirley.
It's
Shirley
Shirley.
gonna win on
It's
top.
Shirley. She goes
Shirley
in.
throws them. Steve just takes the alley-oop and dunks
Yeah.
it. That's
Well, ain't
what
no
that
need
is.
of you throwing the alley hoop and I don't go up and get it. Now that right there would be. Now I'm a pole power forward now.
Because I just love seeing him snap off. I just
So you like pushing his
yes,
buttons.
I just do. I don't know why. But he's gotten so much better. But
A lot better.
because he's
Come on
gotten
now.
better, that means I have to go harder and
Yeah.
deeper.
I think, you know, the
get
other
him
thing
back
with
to his
Tommy
old
is
Yeah.
place.
he's finally reached the point where he's really doing what he wants to. So he's happier now.
I'm in a good place.
He's
You know
not
what,
hum-
man?
But you know-
You know what, Tommy? You know what, Joe J? I mean, he really is, man.
Yeah, he's doing what he
I
wants to do.
noticed that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
in a much better place, and he's touring. This is the happiest he's ever
And
been.
he's not home much. That is the main
And
thing.
I was going to say, and he's been in a lot of movies.
The main
See,
thing,
see,
his
that's
ass
a
ain't
plus.
home much.
That's
Come on,
a
here we go.
side kidney punch she just did.
Come on,
There she go.
come on. He's been in so many movies. Well, let's talk about those.
I was going to say that.
No,
Why
no, we're not
leaving out
talking
on
about
that? Yeah. Insecure.
That was his
Baggage
autobiography.
claim.
Story of his life.
That's two.
What was that
Think like
movie
a
about
man.
them doctors?
Yeah,
heart
the heart
specialist.
specialist.
Heart specialist.
Yes.
Hard
Yeah,
specialist.
that
that's
was it.
He was in Medea Boo, the first one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. He was in Think Like a Man. I think you said that
And
one.
what
Carla.
about that
Yeah.
karate movie he was in?
That one
With
was
them weak, low-ass kicks.
Oh, there was some high kicks, dog.
What? Wait a minute.
Now,
He
that
was
was
a
high
karate.
kicks to you.
Some high kicks, my nigga.
They was
I
high
was in shape
kicks
back
to
then,
you.
boy.
All you was doing was kicking me in my stomach.
Oh my God, I forgot about them.
No, we haven't.
I see.
But he is much happier now. You hear it in
And
his
look at that.
voice.
And guess who started that, folks? Shirley.
See?
Shirley.
See?
Shirley
That's true.
did
You
start.
did.
Charlotte. Shirley, you started that.
Oh, I started by the movies, yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, see,
Come on.
and
Hey,
she
I own it.
knows.
I own it.
You be
Okay.
dumb.
Now, if
But
I
then,
throw a rock
Shirley,
at
see, you
Shirley,
started, then you back out and just do last.
Well,
You just-
because if I started, you're sure to finish it. That's why.
but what I appreciate about you, though, Shirley, is you laugh hard.
It's about my friend.
Oh, he's your friend.
You laughing at your friend laughing?
Yeah.
oh my God.
Alley?
But you do sound happier, man. Much happier.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm in there, man.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Right now, it's time for the nephew to run that prank back.
A heart of a brother. Let's run that.
Hello.
Hey, I'm trying to reach Alan.
This is Alan.
Alan, how you doing, man? My name is Bobby Booker.
What can I do for you?
I got your number, man, from the hospital. Did you just within the last, I guess, 3-4 months, did you get a heart transplant? Within
3.5 months ago, yeah, I did. 3.5 months ago.
Okay. How you been feeling, man?
Actually good. I'm actually up and around faster than I thought it was going to be. So I'm doing well. Thank you. Are you with are you with the hospital?
No, I'm not. Actually, they gave me your number, man. I hope you okay with it. But you actually the heart that you got was from my brother, Troy. And,
oh my God! Really?
Yeah, that was my brother. My brother passed away.
I'm so sorry about your brother, but wow, I got to tell you, he saved my life, man.
Yeah. So I just wanted to call you, man. I hope you don't mind.
No, not at all.
It's kind of like a little bit of my brother is still living. You know what I mean? It kind of feels like my brother's still living. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm just glad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this, man. I'm just curious because you Caucasian, right?
Yeah, I'm white.
Yeah. Do you feel any different having a black man's heart in your body?
No, I don't feel any different. No.
Okay.
I didn't really think about it though.
And this will just make me and the rest of the family feel good that we knew what he was dedicated to and the things that really mattered to him. Would you feel all right joining the NAACP?
Are there some people who are going to be upset that I join? I mean, is that okay?
No, well, I don't know about anybody being upset, man. It's just I know my brother that's what he was a part of, and you walking around with his heart, man. It would just feel different, feel great, to feel like he would be back in there doing what he was doing and fighting for injustice for the black community. Now, are you a Democratic or Republican?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I was Republican until Trump, and now I'm just really, I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, that guy's an idiot.
You did vote for Trump?
I did not, but I am a Republican.
Okay. So, and the reason why, because I'm just curious, man, because what I would hate to see is, when 2020 come around, you over there in the voting booth, with my brother Blackheart, and you in there, voting Republican, and that's something that I know my brother wouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just asking.
Well, I mean, I'm not happy with Trump, but if someone else in the Republican Party runs and I agree with them, I'm not. It's kind of like it's my heart now. I can't change my point of view just because of that. I mean,
but what you're not gonna do though, man, is be in there with my brother Blackheart, and you up in there making some decisions that I know my brother wouldn't do. You see what I'm saying?
That's a long way off, man. But I can't promise you that. I mean, if somebody runs that I like, I'm going to vote the way I feel. My heart and my head tell me to vote.
No, see, hold on. See, no, don't say what my heart, because that ain't your heart. You understand? That's my brother's heart. So you got every right to ask me what you think my brother would feel in his heart, and I'll tell you. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't like the way I feel.
Hey man, let me ask you something. Have you been like craving different kind of foods that you don't normally eat? Have you been looking at? I don't know. I mean, like greens. Like my brother ate a lot of greens. Do you feel like you be wanting some greens sometimes?
Oh, I like greens occasionally. Yeah.
Okay. Now, all of a sudden, do you like women who have big butts?
Well, I love women in general. I didn't think about specifics, but, if they're good looking, they're good looking. Well, wait a minute. What kind of call is this, man? I mean, you're asking me all these random questions. What? I don't understand where this is coming from.
It's coming from my brother's heart. That's where it's coming from. You got my brother Black Heart inside of you.
Yeah.
I'm asking you to do what my brother would do, not what you would do. You want to do it from your heart. You're doing it from my brother's heart.
When you first called me about your brother, I was excited. Now I'm thinking, how the did the hospital give you just this number and you get to call me up? That's privileged information. You shouldn't get to just call me and ask me all these random questions, man. I just got a heart transplant. Now you're starting to get me worked up.
I'm not trying to get you worked up.
Well,
all I'm trying to,
man.
Okay. Well, let me just calm down. All I know is you got Troy heart inside of you, and I'm trying to let you know the kind of person Troy is. Okay, so let me ask you this: has your music changed? Are you listening to more R&B now?
Well, I do like R&B, but I listen to hard rock too. That hasn't changed.
Because what's in Troy heart gonna stay in Troy heart. You understand? So you got to have that's in your heart now. Greens, big butts, NAACP. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well,
I'm trying to tell you about Troy.
What? Are you crying, man?
I'm trying to tell you about Troy.
Hey! I'm sorry. Don't. I know you miss your brother. Don't. Damn.
Okay, let me say this.
Okay.
Since you got my brother heart, I think it's only right that me and you we get together and go to a Jay-Z concert together. I think that's only right. A Jay-Z and Beyonce concert, we go together because that's what me and my brother did. We would go see them perform.
Well, I mean, they are two of the best of all time. So, am I buying both the tickets?
Oh, that's up. You got Troy heart, and you worry about who gonna pay for some tickets.
I didn't know. I thought maybe you might want to treat your brother one last time.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, I'm really sorry. I mean, I get upset. I didn't mean to yell at you. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Do you listen to black radio?
Sometimes I do listen to black radio.
Do you ever listen to the Steve Harvey Morning Show?
Well, yeah, he's one of the best, man. I used to follow him when he was on Family Feud. He's great. What?
He's got a nephew on the show, and he does prank phone calls.
Yeah?
And that would be me. Alan, this is Nephew Tommy, baby. Steve Harvey Morning Show, man.
Get the out. Are you serious? Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding, baby.
Oh, my God, dude. You almost gave me a second heart attack. Jesus. Oh, my God.
You've been pranked, man, by your wife, Robin, and her co-worker, Bridget, partner. You got to tell me this. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
It's your show, baby. Steve Harvey. Come on, man.
All right, thank you, nephew. All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, J. Anthony Brown is here to tell us about Comedy Roulette once again. Yes, I know.
He really loves this part.
I know.
I can tell the way he listens at it. He loves it. First of all, I'd like to say thank you, Steve. I had a great time at your birthday party. It was fabuloso. And Sexy Marla had a great time at your birthday party. It was fabuloso. Now, here we go, Comedy Roulette. We take 4 subjects, put them on a wheel. Where the wheels stop, we do the damn thing because we just that good right here on Steve Harvey Morning.
All right, well, let's go.
That's
all
the
right.
short version.
Yeah, yes, it is. Here we go. All right, number 1, things you do and say around your black friends that you don't say around your white friends.
For real.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's a lot.
I got a lot of them.
That's a lot.
All right, number 2, people in your life, you know their nickname, but not their real name.
Oh, okay. I know a lot of people like that.
That's funny.
You talking about
that is
Wishbone?
funny.
Cooking it.
Yeah, number 3, who you would like to go back in time and tell off.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's the last one. Stuff you
That's
tell your boss
Man.
if you hit the lottery.
Oh.
Okay. All right, spin it, Crystal. White fans, black friends, white friends, black. Oh, no.
Okay.
It stopped on stuff you tell your boss if you hit the lottery.
Here's what I'm saying.
All right.
Let me start.
All right. Come on, Jay.
It starts off, it's going to be 2 phone calls. The first phone call is go to hell, and then I'm calling back and say again, yes, that's what the hell I said.
I like that. Now, if I hit the lotto, man, I'm going to work that next day just so I can say this. Morning with your broke ass. Got to go back in there and say that.
Okay. If I hit the lottery, I'm going to work the next morning. I'm looking my boss in the eyes and I'm letting them know I just bought a year's supply of ass whoopings. And guess who they belongs to? Guess who they belongs to? Ooh,
Come on, Steve. Stuff you tell your boss if you hit the lottery.
Fire me. Do it now.
I like it. All right, here we go. Stuff you tell your boss if you hit the lottery. I know you're expecting a report.
Yeah.
Keep expecting it.
Come on, Junior.
Yeah. And I don't really like working here. But if you just look outside, yes, that is your car getting towed.
See, y'all ain't hitting him like you supposed to hit him. You gotta hit him. You gotta look him in the eyes and say, listen, me and your wife going to Greece. Yeah, I said it.
You that rich?
Tommy, you ain't gonna believe it. I just wrote on my paper, me and your wife is in Mexico.
Great minds.
I just wrote that.
Yes, sir, baby.
Stuff you'll say to your boss if you hit the lottery. Here's what I'm saying. I'm coming in late.
Yeah.
And I'm leaving early.
I like that one. Yeah, I like it.
Stuff you say to your boss once you hit the lottery. Hell no, I ain't wearing pants no more.
I'm living my best life.
Come on, nephew. What are you going to tell your boss?
You know what, Shirley? You got to look him in the eye. And you just got to stare at him and say, you can just kiss my ass. You just kiss my ass, man. I like it. Just like that.
All right, Steve. Stuff you tell your boss if you win the lottery.
See, he go too far.
I know, he does.
I can't think of no little easy one. Okay, this one. Ask me again, sure.
Okay. Stuff you tell your boss when you win the lottery, Steve.
Me and your mama outside.
God, dog.
The mother.
My mama, dog?
The boss's mother.
My mama?
We outside. But we really out there, though.
I know.
Yeah. On the patio.
Stuff you
At the
tell your
job.
boss. I've been holding this in for a long time.
Okay.
All your kids is ugly.
Not the kids. Come on, Junior.
Okay. All right, boss, I just won the lottery. I've been meaning to say this for a long time. You got hot-ass breath. You really do. I ain't say that without working for you, but y'all ain't got hot-ass breath.
Okay, sure you do.
He's whipping Junior.
Yeah.
Let me go on and let him know this right here, though.
Stuff you tell your boss if you won the lottery.
I done won the lottery. I might well go and get it off my chest.
Okay.
Your oldest son, Devontae, that's my son.
Oh!
I've been waiting to tell your ass that. Ooh, I've been waiting to tell you.
Oh, you're going to be a dead rich man.
Come on, doggy.
Godly, Tommy.
Shirley, what is it?
It's stuff you tell your boss when you win the lottery, Steve.
I just bought the company. And you don't work here no more.
That's what I'm talking about. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you don't work here
yeah.
anymore.
That's the one. That's
a good one. That's a good one, Steve.
Well, I can top that one now.
Okay, come on, close it on out. Close it on out.
I've been waiting on this one.
Close it on out.
What is it, Sage? What is it, Shirley?
Stuff you tell your boss if you win the lottery.
N-word, please.
And he white.
Yeah, that worked.
Yeah.
That worked now.
Yes.
Case closed, bound it over the grand
N-word,
jury. That
please.
worked.
I just bought the company. Go downstairs and get me some coffee.
And he's a white man.
All right, thank you guys. That was good as always. All right.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This is a roundtable discussion today is who told on you back in the day that made you get the worst, the absolute worst behind whooping you've ever got in your life. Now, here's the thing. Your mama could get the news, and Junior and I talked about this. Your mama could get the news. We had no internet. We didn't have the phone.
This is true.
There was no texting. But by the time Annalie Brown got to that house off that bus, she knew everything that went down. I don't know how she knew it.
She knew it.
I have no idea. She started off like, so, what you doing downtown today? Yeah. I'm like, how the hell
know
you
that?
Yeah.
How the hell you know I was downtown?
Wow.
How you know that information? I ain't told nobody.
Yeah, you're right. No
Told
social
nobody.
media. No
There was
social
no
media.
social media.
Nothing.
Right. What was
She
yours,
got
Steve?
it
What was yours?
immediately, though.
Little Rabbit's punk ass.
Who?
Little Rabbit's punk ass. This little. Ooh, I want to
Careful.
say the B
Careful.
word so bad.
Careful.
This little
You can't.
B told Miss Patterson that I was the one that put the firecrackers in her tulips in her front yard and lit the 4 firecrackers and blew the damn tulips up. Little Rabbit punk ass told me that. Boy, Miss Patterson went across the street, told my mama. Man, I got my ass beat.
How long was it, Unc?
How long was the whooping?
Yeah.
It felt like about 15 minutes.
Oh,
Now, can I ask a question? Did you do
yes.
it? Did you do it?
Jay. Yes, he did it. You know he did it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
I knew you did it.
Crackers in this woman.
Well, what made
'Cause
you
I
do
ain't
that,
like
right?
her, man. She was hateful, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, man. Like if our football rolled in the yard.
Oh, that was her.
No. You can't. You don't go on that grass. She'll go down there and get the football, take it in the house.
Oh.
And won't throw it back to
No,
y'all?
hell no. Baseball go in her yard. Don't go in my yard. I tell you, mom and daddy. Then she come down here and get the baseball and roll it down the street. Now we got to hear him get down there before it get to that damn sewer. You old evil ass helper.
He took pride in her yard, Steve.
And it wasn't that big of a yard, was it, Steve? It wasn't that big of a yard.
Yeah, she didn't have but 8 tulips, but I couldn't get all 8 of them lit in time. So I only could do 4. I had timed it.
Oh my God.
Anybody tell on you, Shirley?
Yeah, my mom's ex-boyfriend, my mom's boyfriend at the time. She was dating this man. And he was coming in to see us from the front yard, and there was a phone booth not really far from my house at the time. Remember the old phone booth?
Yeah, the old phone booth, yeah.
So my cousin and I were in there playing on the phone like we were talking. So he went in the house and told my mom that we were in the phone booth calling some boys.
Immediate beating.
Yeah, and we weren't. The next thing I knew, I'm getting dragged out.
At the phone booth?
Yes. We weren't even doing that. We weren't calling boys.
You was calling boys.
No,
I believe you was
I
calling
wasn't.
boys.
Not that time.
Not that time.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we go. This is interesting. Listen to this question. Is it emotional cheating to get butterflies around someone who isn't your significant other? Have you ever had an encounter with someone, for instance, who you were really attracted to physically, and after a few minutes of talking with them or like hanging out, you started to get those little crush butterflies in your tummy?
Back in the past, all the time. Several times a week.
Really? Back in the past, though.
Yeah, of course it was in the past. We're all happily married now.
Steve, it's so nice to meet you. What?
That's all they had to say?
That's it?
Oh my God, you're so much taller in person. What?
Oh my God. I love all your
crushing.
facial features. I love your dimples.
You do? Girl, I like your everything. My heart is changing. I got butterflies.
Is this just human nature for someone, if you like someone emotionally, something that you just can't help? And is it only wrong if you act on it? So is it natural?
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. It's only wrong if you act on it.
Right.
I think, people are humans.
Mm-hmm.
You
So I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it's some men that my wife say, and she go, wow, he's handsome or attractive. But she could say that to her damn self.
Yeah.
Yeah. Open your mouth.
And to her girlfriends.
Yeah. Oh, women have much stronger conversations than men do. Oh, don't lie. Y'all be saying some, but y'all have said some stuff on this show out loud, ladies, about Idris Elba and about Denzel Washington that cannot be misunderstood by anybody.
And Morgan Freeman, thank you.
Ain't nobody.
Girl, stop.
Said nothing by
but
Morgan
you.
Freeman.
You guys just don't
but
see it.
you guys are, to me, it's like you're talking
you're right,
about.
You're right, we don't see it.
But anyway.
What's sexy about him, Shirley?
I like his voice.
Get those chains off the door. The enemy's here.
That is what you like about Morgan Freeman.
But I've never met him. But anyway, what were you going to say, Steve?
No, about what?
I think you were
saying. Well, I was saying that Steve is talking about celebrities. What we have said on the air about celebrities.
Yeah.
Celebrities. I think the emotional cheating question is for anybody. Anybody you
for
see.
Anybody.
The guy at the grocery store. How y'all feel
If
about
me
that?
and Hallie hook up, I'm
Okay.
cheating emotionally and physically.
Okay.
Thanksgiving
let's
is
ask
next
this
week,
question.
Steve.
Okay, right here, ladies, on this show. This is just a hypothetical question.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on this show. Where's Monica? Get Monica over there by
Mississippi
a mic.
Monica.
Okay, she's there.
Monica, you have a mic?
Yes.
Okay. Listen to me. I'm going to go around the room. This is a hypothetical
hypothetically
question.
speaking.
Everybody is single.
Oh, they want me.
And you have to be in a full-blown relationship. All of us had to be involved with someone. Junior, who you going to be involved with?
I'm going right to Monica. And that we ain't got to be hypothetical.
What you
It
say?
can happen
We ain't got to really be hypothetical. We just thought.
Junior, really?
Junior likes Monica like that?
I didn't know that.
All together.
Did I say that out loud?
Man, out loud and quick.
Very loud.
Yeah, but he gonna have some good catfish though. He gonna have some good eating. I tell you that.
So wait a minute. So are you asking, do we like someone on the show or just period?
No, just this is the show. Hypothetical.
Uh-huh.
I think we need to carry this over. Y'all need to think about this because Junior just blurted it out and fired everybody off. Monica Bond, Mississippi Monica, right on over. And it ain't got to be hypothetical. Man.
Wow.
Well.
Okay, well,
I want to see who the girl's gonna pick.
Oh.
Well, let me see. Tommy?
No, I want to go after them. I want to hear what they got to say.
No, just answer the question.
Okay.
Look at the time, Shirley. We got to go to break.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we almost do now.
Yeah, we got to go.
Junior over here kicked back like he got both his hands behind his head. I'm set.
He's just waiting for Monica to say the
He
word.
over there shaking his leg, waiting on Mississippi.
Don't embarrass me, Monica.
In an office romance.
What you say?
Don't embarrass me.
What you say when we go back around to her? She need to say you.
Yeah.
Your feelings gonna be hurt.
All right, coming up next, wow, we'll find out about these crushes.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's time for today's Strawberry Letter. But first, all right, let's get back into it. Tommy?
No, it's on Monica.
Well, no. He asked you after Junior. We're talking about crushes right now. We're all single in the room. We're all single in the room.
If we were
hypothetically speaking, ladies and gentlemen. We went to Junior. Steve went to Junior. Junior said, out the gate, Monica Barnes. What's happening?
So
I'll let your boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tommy, who you want to be next? Tommy.
I'm going with Carla. Because I'm going to eat. She going to cook. I've been to Mexico with her.
What?
Ain't nobody laughing but Carla.
Carla's suspiciously silent.
I just said Monica. And then he said
I hate him from head to toe.
So
Like we did something in Mexico. Don't be saying that.
I know,
All
and then
right,
you're
my
so
turn.
quiet.
Come on, come on.
Right.
Go ahead.
if we
Well,
was
go,
all
Steve.
single,
If we were all single.
I'd just make a mess of it.
So all three?
Yeah, all three. But then
We will find
okay.
out about each other.
Yeah, and we don't share.
I don't give a damn about you
Knowingly.
finding out about each other.
Knowingly.
It'll probably be too late by then. All right, if I had to just pick one, you know, I know I wouldn't want. I'll regret this because I don't like to be corrected all the time, but it'll probably have to be Shirley.
Well, thanks. I'm the only one left. Thanks.
You gonna be hungry. You gonna be hungry.
You gonna be hungry though.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'm sorry. I don't want Shirley.
I'm the only one left,
I forgot
though.
she can't cook. She wear nice outfits though. At the restaurant, we'll be
Whatever.
jazzy.
Whatever.
Okay, well when we come back with this, the ladies' turn.
Okay. Here's the prank.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach Franklin.
Yeah, this is Franklin.
Hey, Franklin, how you doing? This is Roosevelt giving you a call from Human Resources.
Human Resource. Hey, what's up, Roosevelt? What can I do for you?
All right, man. I'm calling you from Human Resources, Transit Partners, where you've been driving trucks for us for quite some time now. What are you six and a half years right now?
Man, I'm 8.5 years. He's 2 years short, baby.
Okay, 8.5 years. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Enjoying this road life, man. I love working for you guys, man. The benefits is there. I mean, I'm surprised to get a call from you. I mean, hope everything's
well,
all right.
I'm sure you're on the road right now. You're probably driving. I wanted to give you a call. And is this a bad time? Or can you talk right now?
Yeah, I actually pulled over, man. I had to get something to eat, man.
Okay. So listen, let me tell you what's going on here with GTP. What we're doing is we are doing some job exchange, and some of the drivers that we have been pulled out of a pool, and some of you guys are going to be actually driving in different places now. So for the next 6 months, within the next 30 days here, Franklin, you're going to be driving trucks in South Africa. You're going to be for about 6 months. You're going to drive in South Africa.
Whoa. Hold on. Yeah, listen, I ain't got no problem with South Africa, but y'all rather smart. I'm not going to no South Africa. I don't even know how to drive on the right-hand side of the road, man. I love Africans. I love everything about Africa, but I'm not going. I got a family out here in the United States of America, and you're trying to tell me I got to go to South Africa. Come on, man. What type of are you on, man?
It's Franklin, it's part of the job exchange is what it is, man.
I don't know what type of job exchange y'all got going on, man. I don't want to be part of that job exchange. No, I'm not going to no damn South Africa. This is not happening, man.
Listen to me, Franklin. 6 months and you'll be back in the States. Okay. Let me say
what
this.
What type of National Geographic program y'all got going on, man? I don't know what y'all got going on that y'all calling me. I'm in the middle of the parking lot trying to eat me a cheeseburger from being on the road all night, and you talking about sending me to South Africa. What type of are you on, man? This some foreign exchange program y'all got going on? I'm not being part of this. You pulled my name out of a pool like it was a susu to come tell me that I'm up to be driving in South Africa. This must be a joke. No.
I'm not. So this is a good thing though, Franklin. I think you're gonna like it. And
no, it's not a good thing. What are you telling me is a good thing? I got wife and kids. What the are you talking about South Africa? Do they even have roadways out there? I'm not going to South Africa. Are you serious? I'm not hearing this correct, brother. I'm not hearing this correct, Mr. Roosevelt. South what?
Okay.
My kid plays baseball. And you telling me to go to South Africa? Are you serious?
Okay, Franklin, hear me out here, man. Let me, like I said, they pull names out of a pool, and you and about 15 other guys are going to be going to different parts of the world.
What type of pool you pulled it in? You better put me back in the shallow part. You going to the deep end pulling? Man, get the I'm not going to South Africa. I am not going to South Africa. I'm not taking no malaria shots. I don't even got a passport. You want me to go to South Africa?
Well, listen to me, Franklin. We're going to get you all the shots you need within the next 30 days, so you'll be set to go. You know,
I'm not going to. I
around, go to South Africa, and Trump won't let me back in the country because of y'all. I'll quit right now. I'm not going to South Africa.
It's a job exchange, Franklin. Okay,
I
let me
don't
say
give
this.
a damn what
let
type
me,
of job exchange. So what we exchanging? You bringing South Africans over here, and then you bringing me over there? Y'all around, leave me. I'm not going. My wife is not going to be happy about this. I'm not going. My son plays baseball.
But can I tell you this? That your salary actually doubles the 6 months while you're over there?
Don't try to tell me about that. What, in South African dollars or American dollars? What is it? What is it?
It will be
guys,
American.
don't try that.
It will be American dollars, Franklin. Franklin, it will be American dollars.
I'm not going to no South Africa. I am not going. Matter of fact, this is my last day in the road. Y'all can come pick up this rig in the parking lot because I'm not going to South Africa. I don't care how you spell it or you say it. I ain't going.
Okay, Franklin. Listen, you've been with the company 8+ years, and I just got to tell you, you are obligated. You've been chosen out of a pool. All you have to do is 6 months. You're going to get paid double. Your family's going to be fine. You'll be back here.
And I ain't obligated to do but drive this truck like I do every day. I'm not going. You can't tell me about being obligated. Let me tell you what I'm obligated to do. I'm obligated to throw this truck in fourth gear and drive right through your human resources window because I ain't going to South Africa. And I keep telling you that. I told you that since you got on the damn phone. I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, but let me ask you something, Franklin. You've been here with us for 8-some years, man. You don't want to continue your job here with the company?
I don't give a about this job right now, trying to send me overseas like you're setting me up for something. I ain't going. Matter of fact, let me turn this truck on right now. I'm coming down to see you, Mr. Roosevelt.
Okay, hold on now. Do you know Jermaine?
Yeah, I know Rivers. But what do you got to do with it?
Okay, let me go on and say this, Franklin. This right here that you talking to is nephew Tommy. And your boy Rivers got me to prank phone call you. You just got pranked by your boy Jermaine Rivers.
Oh, that mother. Wait till I see Rivers. So you ain't no Roosevelt, and I ain't got to go to South Africa.
No.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. This nephew Tommy, man, I'll be listening to y'all on the road. Oh, Rivers, you want to play around? I'll want to put some sugar in your tank.
All right, Franklin, before we leave, man, tell me this. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You can't tell black people they got to leave here.
Man, coming up at the top of the hour, like I said, right about 4 minutes after today's Strawberry Letter.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time for my Strawberry Letter for today. And if you need advice on your marriage, on dating, on sex, on parenting, or family issues, please submit your Strawberry Letter to us at steveharveyfm.com. Click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter on the air just like we're going to read this one right now. Right, nephew?
That's right. Let's buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Subject, I wish my boyfriend was bigger. Dear Steve and Shirley, I am in my mid-30s and I'm 5'1" and I weigh 128 pounds. I am dating a personal trainer and he weighs 170 pounds. He used to weigh 350 pounds and he worked hard to lose the weight and keep it off. He is looking so good these days, but we have a big problem. Our eating habits are totally different now. I'm a country girl, so my meals are pretty hefty and full of flavor. They aren't bad nutritionally, but they definitely are not the healthiest option. My boyfriend eats cheese, crackers, mixed nuts, salads, and smoothies while he's at the gym working, and I have a full dinner for him when he gets home. I love to cook. So the other day, I baked chicken, made mac and cheese, yams, sauteed spinach, and dinner rolls. My boyfriend walked in and got mad as soon as he saw what I cooked. This is how I've always cooked, and it's what he's used to eating, what he used to enjoy eating. We've been arguing over food a lot recently, and most nights we eat in silence because he's mad at me. Mind you, he does eat everything I cook, including the bread. I do add healthy options, such as baking the chicken instead of frying it, and I include leafy green vegetables more. I know he's scared of gaining his weight back, but he needs to work on his willpower. I tried to eat the way he eats, and I literally passed out at the gym. I got lighthearted and blacked out.
Lightheaded
and blacked out. Steve and Shirley, how can we resolve our food issues? I want my man to be happy and healthy, but I was happier when he was fat. Well, he's not happy when he's fat. He's not happier. And this is the problem. Your man has a food issue, and you're not helping with all that good food and good smelling food around the house that you cook. So let me ask you.
Shirley, before you finish this, I want to say that I'm scared to answer this letter. I just want to put that out there. Okay. I'm just going to say, in the sake of comedy, I'm doing my answer in the vein of comedy.
Okay.
Feel what you want to feel and get to tweet.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so, you're not helping him with all the good food. It's smelling good. It's tasting good. So let me ask you this. If he were a recovering drug addict, would you have crack and weed lying around the house? If he were an alcoholic, would you have liquor and beer and wine all piled up in the fridge? If he was hooked on opioids, okay, would you have Percocet and Oxycodone in the medicine cabinet? All right, you got to think about this stuff. So don't just say he needs to work on his willpower when you put it right in front of his face and under his nose. You got to help a brother out here. He's not trying to go back to 350 pounds. He's got his weight down to a nice 170. You said he looks so good. So maybe you can cook, a heavy meal like you cook on the weekends. Give him a cheat day. Keep it light and healthy during the week. Okay? And then maybe you guys won't be mad at the dinner table. Maybe you'll, have some conversation instead of, eating in silence. That's all he needs. Some encouragement, some support. Steve?
That ain't what this letter about. I'm going to just go and get to it. First of all, the letter opens with a lie. These measurements is wrong. I'm in my mid-30s.
Uh-huh.
I'm 5'1".
Yeah.
Who you know 5'1"?
Monica?
She just added the one. She either 5 flat or hard 4'11". And I weigh 128 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's another lie. No woman gives her exact weight.
So you're saying she weighs more than 128 pounds?
Yeah, she about 5'1", 150.
Okay.
She over there looking like a little flow model TV. I'm just going to tell you. And ain't nothing wrong with it. Mm-hmm. I'm just giving you some facts.
Okay. So she's
now,
lying.
Big boy weigh 170 pounds, but he used to weigh 350.
Yeah.
He worked hard to lose weight. Here's the problem. Their eating habits is totally different. Here we go. I'm a country girl, so my meals are pretty hefty and full of flavor. They aren't bad nutritionally. What? You just said your meals is pretty hefty and full of flavor. They aren't bad nutritionally. Yes, they are. You got a plate full of fat food, and you want to talk about it ain't bad nutritionally. You know what you cooking?
Yeah.
You's a big country girl, and you said it.
She's little. She's not big.
This woman ain't little, shit. You hear what she over there eating?
Fried
chicken. She baking the chicken.
Yeah, fried chicken.
She got mac and cheese.
Ooh, yeah.
And she got dinner rolls.
And spinach, sauteed spinach.
Once you eat mac and cheese and dinner rolls, I don't give a damn what else you got on your plate.
Oh, that butter.
It wins.
That's a meal in and of itself, mac and cheese.
They aren't bad nutritionally, but they definitely are not the healthiest option. My boyfriend eats cheese, crackers, mixed nuts, salads, and smoothies while he at the gym working. And I got a full dinner for him when he get home. I love to cook. So the other day I baked chicken, made mac and cheese, yams. You know how much sugar on them yams she makes?
Oh, my God.
She said
sauteed spinach and dinner rolls. Mm-hmm. I know he's scared of gaining his weight back, but he need to work on his willpower.
What?
I tried to eat the way he eats, and I literally passed out at the gym. know what I was doing. Had my little wide ass on that treadmill trying to warm without these dinner rolls in me. You ever tried to walk on the treadmill without your dinner rolls? The hell you gonna lift weights without no mac and cheese?
All right, hold on.
You hold on.
We got part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject, I wish my boyfriend was bigger. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, we back, everybody, and, here's this woman who's in the mid-30s. She's 5'1" and 128 pounds. I think that'd be kind of cute, 5'1", 128 pounds. I think it's cute. I like TVs.
Sure.
I'm dating a personal trainer. He weighs 170 pounds. Well, why don't you stop dating?
It might happen just that way, Steve. If
Well,
she
why
doesn't
don't you
stop cooking
find
all
you a
that
little
food.
short? Why don't you find a little short man like eating?
I mean, why can't they compromise though? Why, know?
No, she want the man to be 350. He don't want to be
Yeah,
350.
he doesn't. Yeah.
And he mad at you because he don't really want you to be, where it look like you headed to.
Can't they
Eating.
have
in front of
a cheat day, and just try to do it? Help? What, come on now. They got to compromise.
Yams every
Yeah.
day, man.
Yeah, but when you lose weight and somebody cooks yams, macaroni, and cheese, and all, they really don't care much.
Yeah, that's exactly. Exactly.
And the fact you over there looking like a little love seat.
He's getting no support from her. She said instead of frying, she baked the chicken. Yeah, but you got the yams and the mac and cheese, and this is just on a Tuesday
Okay, well, let me
night.
just not say love seat and just make it smaller than that, like a lazy boy. Just a little recliner. Made out of Herculoid.
You think that is better?
Little plaid. Remember that plaid Herculoid couch you had at
Would
your
you
mama house?
Would you come on?
We had a living room
Herculoid.
set that my mama had bought off the back of the TV guy. You remember that living room set you can get 32 pieces for $4.99?
Just say you can't help her. How
Well,
about
you
that?
got me thinking about the TV guy.
Yeah, you remember the TV guy, man, on back of the TV guy had that 32-piece living room set for $4.99? But they was counting ashtrays and coasters.
Yeah.
32-piece living room set. Ain't nothing but a couch and a love seat, but they counting every coaster they give you.
By the time you put it together, it broke apart.
Yeah, ashtray and all that.
Why don't you and Jay do a reenactment of the dinner?
Okay.
Okay, all right.
So, Jay, you the girl and you done cook this
Yeah,
food.
and I got
I'm
all
the
the
dude.
food. I got all the
He
food.
All right,
came
here
home
we go.
from work. Yeah.
All right. Hey, baby. I'm
Hey,
home.
baby, what's going on? What's up, baby? How you doing? You smell that? Cook for you today.
Oh, yeah? What you cook,
Yeah,
baby?
We got chitlins.
Chitlins?
Yeah, chitlins. I know you haven't had them in a while, so I made them up. Yummy, yummy. I got yams. I got all types of pies you like. I got pumpkin pie. I got sweet potato pie.
Baby.
I know you like cherry pie.
Baby.
Cherry pie.
You know I'm a professional trainer.
I know, but you haven't
Y'all
had
lost
these.
this weight. I ain't trying to go back
And
now.
you look good. You look so good.
Okay, but what you cooking all this here for, though?
Because you haven't had these foods in a long
Now,
time.
you know why I ain't had the food? And you know how I ain't had it in a long time? Because I can drop from 350 down to 170.
And you look good. I got your grits and cheese.
I don't want no grits and cheese, baby. I told you.
I got waffles. I got,
See, baby, I don't eat that no more. You see what I'm trying to accomplish here? You sabotaging me.
No, I'm not saying this is. I made all this with love. I got White Castle. I bought you some White Castle. Had these flown in.
I
They
thought you
was
said you
frozen.
made everything with love. Where the hell you
but
can get some
flew
White
these
Castle
in.
from?
I flew these in and I thought them out, and they are right here for you. I got your White Castle. I got Kool-Aid. I got tea. I got lemonade. I
Baby,
got
listen
orange
to me.
juice.
Baby,
Yeah,
listen to me.
I'm listening.
I don't want to do that no more. And I think I need your support to help me
You
stay
wanna
in
eat?
shape.
You don't want to eat?
Baby, I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat all that.
I put all this together.
Now, baby,
Don't hurt
baby,
her feelings.
baby, what you crying for?
I'm in this kitchen all goddamn.
But baby, what you crying for? You ain't got to cry. You just.
I've been in this kitchen. You know how long you have to. I
Well,
mean,
baby, you've been in the kitchen a long time. Why don't you take food over there and
let me
get it
tell
to
you
your
what I
mama?
did to make these rolls. I had corn growing out of the field. Then I got the corn in here and I ground it up, made the meal, and I
Baby, you don't use cornmeal to make no dinner rolls. Even Shirley know that.
This corn. I made
They
cornmeal
cornbread
for
dinner
you.
rolls.
The cornbread dinner rolls. I made this.
Well, them ain't rolls.
I had,
And nobody eat no cornbread with no damn chitlins.
I had I had Calvin the turkey growing out in the backyard all summer long, and I had to take his life today because I knew you like turkey. And Calvin looked at me with his sad eyes. I'm like, I'm sorry, Calvin, you got to go. My man want a turkey. You don't understand.
Wait a minute, hold up. You got some turkey in here?
I got turkey in here. I got turkey necks, turkey bones.
You got turkey neck?
Eye, turkey necks, turkey
Oh,
eyes.
you got one turkey neck.
Turkey eyes.
Well, I ate one while I was cooking because I got hungry. So I just ate. I ate one.
Damn, baby, you know I like turkey. Your big ass and ate the turkey too?
She's only 5'1", 120.
Yeah, she's not that
but
big.
you like turkey, and we could eat turkey together.
I think, baby, I'm going to just be real with you. I think this is it.
Yeah, they need to break up.
We gonna break up over this?
Exactly. I can't do you no more.
You're just so damn ungrateful. You really are.
I know, babe, but I'm in shape and I don't want to go back. And I think you're going to drag me down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you better be glad I'm a Christian woman because I could take this turkey leg and beat your brains out.
Babe, stop crying now.
He's some of the
And
shit.
you're not even doing a good cry.
He's
I
some
ain't
of the
even
shit.
got no. I ain't even got no fall to wrap all this stuff up. It's just ridiculous. All this stuff gonna go bad because of you.
Well, no. Babe, what you do is just give it to somebody else.
I didn't even hear that she made a salad, though. Nothing great.
No, it ain't no salad.
I was thinking about making a salad, but I didn't make one.
While all the pots was taken up with meat.
All the pots got meat.
That darn turkey. All right, we got to get out of here. So the Strawberry Letter is posted. You can leave your comments on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
This question has been going on for the last 3 breaks here.
And everybody's scared.
Yeah, we asked a question about emotional cheating. It's turned into this. We're all single on the show. So amongst us, we're trying to figure out who would the ladies pick amongst the guys on the show and who would the guys pick amongst the ladies. Now, Junior picked Monica, Tommy picked Carla, and I didn't really get picked. I think I got picked by default.
I wanted to renege after
by
I forgot
default.
you can't cook.
I was the only one left, so I guess Steve picked me.
Damn.
Thanks a lot. But now it's
Well,
the
Monica
girls'
has
time.
picked Junior.
Yeah.
Carla, your turn.
I'm going to regret saying this.
Oh, God.
The turtle.
Hey.
What?
Oh, you're going to say
Wait
my
a
name
minute.
now.
The
Wait
turtle.
a minute.
You don't even like him.
I know, so it won't be long.
You guys will break up. Break
to
up.
make up. That's all we do. First you
I
love
was going to say Junior, but he ain't want me.
then you hate me.
But look how I
Who
feel.
like you?
Look how I feel. Nobody picked me.
Come on, cuz don't say it. I love you.
We going to Cabo. That's what we.
Nah, I'm stuck with a high butt dude.
Yeah, I think she lying though.
Yeah.
We gonna be balling though.
Why you think I'm lying?
Well, cause you'd have really picked me.
No.
Don't
You
nobody
didn't
like
pick
your
me.
facial features.
No, don't worry
No,
about that.
he
Ain't
didn't
nobody
pick
got
me.
it.
He picked all 3 of us.
Yeah, no. See, it ain't trying to be a match.
What did you say, Tommy? Nobody likes his
Don't
face.
nobody like your facial features.
Oh,
boy.
you see?
He's got
And
dimples.
as she picked you, she called you a turtle. She said, "I'll take the turtle."
She didn't even say Tommy. She said turtle.
Every turtle I done ever
That's
seen
all right.
been ugly.
I've been picked.
But every woman understands that, though. Women understand that because you have to like who likes you. You got to go with that sometimes.
Nah.
No.
I wouldn't have went with that Carla for the turtle. I don't know.
No, you ain't got
Well,
to
didn't
like
you
me.
pick Monica and you said you hope she picked you? Didn't you just say that?
Yeah.
It's the
But
same thing.
We all
Like who
single in
like
the
you.
room. Yeah.
Shirley.
I'm picking Steve. He's rich. I mean, come on. Really?
That's
Really,
what the-
guys? Really? Really?
Oh, she goes straight to the money, boy. It's something else.
Really, guys? Really?
Come on. Really? Let's not be playing games.
I don't care about his facial features, none of that.
Thank you.
Just rub
Just
them
like my
hunters up on
mama
his
promised
face.
me. She said, "Boy, if you dress nice and make enough money, ain't nobody gonna worry about them facial
Yeah.
features." Thank you,
wasn't-
mama.
she wasn't lying.
Mama came through for me.
Nah, she over there rich, and I'm still
You over here with shell ass.
You on
because he wanted me.
At least you got picked, okay? I didn't get picked. At least you got picked.
And Junior headed to
Shirley.
Mississippi.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are. Please enlighten us. Tell us, when's the last time you cut grass? Your own grass. Okay.
I haven't
you got,
cut
Steve?
the grass since.
Well, then tell everybody what you're talking about, because you're just talking about cutting the grass. Last break, Tommy asked you, when was the last time you cut the grass?
Yeah, when last time you cut the yard?
Grass. That's it.
Honestly speaking, probably had to be.
Take your time.
You said,
Oh, last time I cut some grass, probably
30 years ago.
80.
Not 30 years ago.
It's possible, though, Shirley.
62, though.
No, for real. 85.
1985.
Yeah. So I cut some grass. Yeah. 1985.
There's no way he could do it now, though, because his yard's way too big. Yeah. There's no
The
way.
minute they see his ass out there, things going bad, Steve.
Family Feud check
I
slowed
became
up.
homeless after that, so I didn't have nowhere. Then after I got out of homelessness, I had an apartment. I ain't had to cut no grass. My first house I bought in 90. First house I ever owned, I bought in 95, 96.
Really?
1995, 1996.
Where was that at?
In Plano, Texas. That was my first time owning a home.
You were balling.
Now, my first house was like amazing. That was my first house.
God is good.
Man, come
Yeah.
Come on. And that's just real talk. I just ain't cut no grass.
That's okay. All right.
That's all good.
Thank you for
Well,
clearing
you
that up.
cut some
All right.
grass, Tommy.
Oh, wow. They flipped it on.
There you go. Come on.
When last any of us cut.
Tommy, come on, baby. Jay, when the last time you cut some grass?
I got
I got
diabetes.
one
I
better
can't
than
cut
that. Hell,
grass.
Shirley, when you ever cut some grass?
Ever. I wouldn't even know the first time.
So now it ain't so
grass,
crazy. Tommy, when the last time you cut some grass? Come on, rich boy. Chateau.
It's been at least 10 years.
All right. Jay, how long?
I can't cut grass. I got diabetes, Steve. I can't cut grass.
Wow.
Loose grass break me
All right,
down.
Carla,
Well,
come
yeah,
on.
come
What you
on.
got for us?
Yeah, when the last time you actually been on the phone arguing with somebody about a light bill?
No.
When last time you did that?
And ask him how much is his light bill.
Yeah.
And what is it?
But where to pay it
Where to pay it?
if you had to go down there?
You don't know what
dog,
down there
You
is.
don't know.
I
you
don't
don't
even
know.
know what y'all talking about. I ain't. Man, last time I walked in my house and wasn't no lights was.
I want to hear this.
I was back when I was cutting grass in 85. 85.
85.
85 was a turning point, boy.
When the last time you stood out at a pump and pumped gas? You.
That ain't bad. I actually did that probably about 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I was driving I got a Cadillac, man, an old car.
Oh, yeah.
And I was driving
Your
it.
vintage Cadillac, yeah.
And I looked down and I was right at a gas station and it sputtered. And I had never put gas in it. So I whipped into the gas station right quick and my car ran out of gas at the gas pump.
Wow.
But here the problem I had though. I sat at gas with a drop top 1940 Cadillac. I'm sitting there and couldn't find the gas cap for 30 minutes. I had to call the dude that worked for me and ask him, where is the gas cap on the 1940 is under the tail light.
You had to be laughing at
Yeah, man.
the tail light.
Yeah, man. You lift up the tail light that's horizontal. You lift up the tail light, and the gas cap is under the tail light. How the hell would I know that? I was out there 30 minutes touching, had the trunk open, all kind of mess. Man.
Wow.
You should see me with that, but I had the handle in my hand,
Yeah.
just walking around the car.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love
I can't believe that, man.
Wow, 1985.
I can't wait to have them problems.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here's some trending news, guys. Breaking news from our home station in Las Vegas, Jammin' 105.7 Old School. So we all know the slogan. We've all heard it before. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right?
Okay.
Well,
Right.
yeah, I mean, we've been saying that for over 20 years now. Well, rumor has it that slogan could be replaced with what happens here only happens here. Huh?
I like the first one.
Yeah. You know,
I
Steven
don't
Tyler.
like that one.
Yeah. I like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, as opposed to what happens here only happens here.
Name something in Vegas that can't happen nowhere else. You can gamble.
Yeah.
You can get robbed by a prostitute.
Anywhere.
Drive through marriage.
You can go see a show.
Yeah. Drive through marriage.
You can get some free liquor somewhere. You can gamble.
Uh-huh.
I like the old saying.
Man.
Yeah, we don't want to replace it. Just keep it like
It's already.
it is.
It's already good.
You
It's
can
iconic.
get married to a prostitute in Vegas.
Yeah.
Outstanding wedding. You
And
hear
never
me?
get out your car.
And you know this how?
No, I heard about these.
Outstanding wedding to a prostitute.
You heard something was outstanding?
Get your nephew.
Outstanding, though?
They
He
have
said
good
that.
weddings in Vegas. They do.
Okay.
All right, listen. We got more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show and some trending news coming
If you
up.
marry
at
a
33.
prostitute, you're going to have way more groomsmen than you was counting on.
We'll be back
You
in
can
33
get an
minutes
annulment
after
the
the
next
hour.
day.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, what you got?
All right, y'all, check this out. Sand and Soul Festival next year on Labor Day 2020. We taking over the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Punta Cana for an all-inclusive experience that you won't forget, okay? What do I mean when I say all-inclusive? I mean your food is included at all 9 of the restaurants, room service is included, all the snack bars is included, all your alcohol is absolutely free, all your event tickets are included, your transportation to and from the airport is included, unlimited resort credits which can give you spa packages, gift store items, golf, and a whole lot more. That's what I mean by all-inclusive. We're bringing you A-list entertainment, comedy shows, spades, dominoes tournaments, pool parties, cigar lounges, makeup and hair expo, and concerts. And when you get done with all that, you can head over to the Hard Rock Casino and try your luck. That's where Steve Harvey will be. Now, here's the big thing. Now through December 31st, listen everybody, you can reserve your package for only a $99 deposit. That's a Christmas gift somebody can open up and go, baby, we going to Punta Cana. You feel me? All inclusive, sand and soul. Bam. $99. So give us a call, 1-800-684-2825. 1-800-684-2825. Or go to SteveHarveySandandSoul.com. I will see you Labor Day out on the beach, kicking it.
I'm finna go sign up right now.
Hard
Kicking it.
ass kicking.
Man.
Just kicking it.
I'm going to sign up right now.
I'm talking about flexed up so hard, catch cramps.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. It's fun.
$99 special all the way to December 31st.
Put that down on it. Put something on it right now.
That's
Lay
all
away.
it is.
Yeah.
Done.
Put something on it, baby. Put something on it.
Put something on
Put
it.
something on it.
I got 5 on it.
Like put it on layaway. Gonna put
If you
it
ain't
on
never
the
put
layaway.
something on it
Yeah,
before,
Put
man.
something
Put
on it.
something on it.
I like that.
That get you brownie points too this weekend. If you do that this
When you
weekend.
put something on it,
Yeah.
he put something on it though, girl. He came by here
on
and
it,
put
baby.
something on it. He did.
Man.
Ooh, I think I love him.
Put something on it.
Oh, you got some shoes for Christmas? Oh, girl, I'm going to Punta Cana.
How you know? Because he put something on it.
'Cause he put something on it.
Different conversation.
I like it. I like it.
I like your
Give yourself a
jacket.
good
cute.
weekend.
That's cute. I like your jacket. Oh, me? I'm going to Punta Cana.
All right, coming up, our last break of the day and of the week on this Friday.
It's
the last break
of the day. You know I'm going to do it. You know I'm going to do it.
And we'll have some closing remarks, yes, from the one and only Steve Harvey at 49 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Last break of the day. We've had a great morning today.
Absolutely.
Yes,
We had a
yes,
good
we did.
time.
We had fun today. Steve, it's time for you now to take us home with your closing remarks. What you got for us today, Steve?
Once again, it's about sharing the things that I've learned along the way. And one of the things I think is very important that we should talk about blame and excuses. Blame and excuses. I'm telling you, man, they serve no purpose. Excuses, first of all, are only good for the person that's providing them. It does nothing for the person who receives it. Have you ever had somebody tell you a reason why they didn't do something and you were counting on them to get it done? And they gave you an excuse as to why. Okay, here's somebody supposed to pick you up in the carpool for work. Now, you done gave your car to your spouse so they could go do what they want to do. Now, you sitting there waiting on the carpool to come pick you up. They don't pick you up. Now they late. Man, I had a hard time getting up this morning, man. I'm glad, but I'm here, though. Whoa, man. That's an excuse. What do you mean you late? You had a hard time getting up. I'm sitting up here waiting on you to pick me up, and you come 45 minutes late. Now I'm late for work. See that excuse? That does okay for I was sick this morning. I didn't feel up to it. That excuse works wonderful for you, but the person receiving the excuse gets nothing. You've got to remove excuses from your vocabulary and your walk in life. See, I don't really accept excuses from anybody in my camp. If you're an employee, you work for me, I don't do excuses because I don't give none. Today, for example, I'm not feeling real well. You know, my sinus system kicked in. I had a troublesome night last night. I'm not feeling well. But guess what? I came to work on the radio today, and I'll do these 2 shows I got to do today because NBC, iHeart, they don't care about my excuses. People who are looking for me to wake them up in the morning, give them a laugh or give them a thought starter, they're not looking for my excuses. They're just looking for the results. The excuses don't do me no good. Now, there's some days all of us are not up to par. We're not 100%. But I don't care about the excuses. I don't accept excuses because I don't give excuses. The other thing I remove from my life is blame. And once you blame another person, man, this is what happened with blame. Blame and excuses, listen to me. Finger pointing does nothing. Because you've heard the old saying, every time you point your finger at a person, you notice there's 3 of them pointing back at you. Once you are in the blame business and the excuse business, you forfeit your chance for growth. I'll give you an example. If you're always talking about it's somebody else's fault, and you always have an excuse why something didn't get done or accomplished, guess what? Now you can't grow. You can't grow. You can't fix it because the reason why it didn't happen or the reason why you didn't accomplish it is because you blame someone else and you have an excuse. Once you start accepting blame and excuses, you forfeit your chance for growth. You kill any chance for change. Sometimes all you have to do as a person is search within yourself and find out what it is about you that you could change that could start producing a better results. But if you always blaming somebody else and providing and accepting excuses from yourself and other people, guess what you've done? You've killed your chance for change. Sometimes you could be doing a whole lot better in life if you would just change. If you would search yourself and change something about you, you would be doing so much better. If you just search yourself, stop allowing excuses to be a part of your makeup and stop allowing blame to be a part of it, and you would discover a lot of this is just you. It could be you. Another thing that blame and excuse it does, it allows you to fail favorably. you know, man, you can just get all right with failing. You can fail favorably because it ain't my fault. And I didn't do it because it was cold outside. So, ta-da, you allow yourself to fail favorably. That's an ugly spot to be in. But blame and excuses allows you to fail favorably. Like, it's okay to fail because it ain't my fault, because I have an excuse and it's their fault. Blame and excuses, man, is a very, very dangerous thing out there. Also, blaming excuses promotes a climate of failure. It just permeates, man, throughout your life. And next thing you know, you ain't accomplishing nothing. Because if blame and excuses are part of your makeup, you now have promoted a climate for failure. It's okay. It's okay, because I have a reason why. Why you didn't finish school? Because it was too cold to go. Why you didn't finish school? Because that test was too hard. I didn't study them 2 pages. I thought they said the first chapter. She questions us on the first 3 chapters. I didn't hear that. That's the only reason I failed. And you get all right with it. When you're no longer the reason why something happens, you no longer have control over what happens. Let me say that to you one more time. When you're no longer the reason why something happens, you ain't got to take responsibility. You're not the reason. Stop allowing blame and excuses to enter into your makeup. They serve nobody any good, especially you. Those are my closing remarks.
All right now.
Man.
Good day.
Have yourself a good weekend.
You better.
You better.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.